What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Live on Two Wheels, a special Friday episode here on the Chase on Two Wheels YouTube channel. Woo! We didn't think we were going to make it today, boys. Wait, hold on. Let's get a good, we've got a can opening. Beau, you ready for this? 3, 2.
Okay, nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
What's that stuff called where you just listen to how stuff sounds?
ASMR.
Ooh, an ASMR episode. What's going on, guys? Chase on Two Wheels here with my buddy Beau. Beau, how are you doing today, bud?
You know, it's
We're making it, baby. We're barely making it. Today's gonna be a great day, guys. Special Friday stream. Yesterday, which is our normal time, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, as you guys know. I was actually on top of a roof. Who'd have thought? Chase on a roof. Yeah, we had a special YouTube channel related project we were filming this week. We got it done, I think. So
we have footage.
We have footage and we have photos. So once we get to editing, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we had a little side YouTube project that we had to handle this week, which is why we had to push back a day. So everybody that watches this live, thank you for understanding the weird little circumstances. For you guys that are brand new, this is Live on Two Wheels. This is a weekly motorcycle live show here on YouTube. That's also a podcast. If you can't catch us live, it's available on Live on Two Wheels' YouTube channel, which, as of Wednesday, Beau, are you ready for this?
Okay.
It is officially monetizable.
And
Yay!
we'll never be able to do it because we always get copyright strikes.
So true. So, guys, the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel, it just recently had enough views, or no, watch hours and subscribers that we can now put ads on the videos. Yay! We can actually make money instead of hemorrhaging cash.
Well, you know, that is all dependent on the gods of YouTube.
Absolutely true. So we will continue to hemorrhage cash here on Live on Two Wheels.
I got to do the correct episode.
Okay. But yeah, guys, if you can't catch us live, there's a couple ways to watch. Over on the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel, just link in the description here on the live show. You can watch the videos in perpetuity. Leave your comments over there. They will live on forever. If you don't want to watch, it is also available audio only on all podcasting platforms, which are basically Apple Podcast and Spotify. So go check them out over there. If you're on Apple Podcasts, you can actually leave a review. If you do, I'll read it dramatically. And if we go back to what I said previously about me being on a roof yesterday, and then I came in today and I did literally nothing but dump footage.
Yes. Essentially.
So I'm going to have to read a Ghost review again. But if I had dramatic music, I would love to read Ghost's review. Oh my God, Ghost is putting in names now of his people. Oh, this is hilarious. I'm
gonna wait.
All right, I'm ready. This is our Ghost review that didn't happen on Apple Podcasts, but it totally could have. All right, 5 stars, of course, from Mike Roach. Or Mike Roch, sorry. Mike Roch. Highly entertaining. You might learn something. Probably not, but you might. And it may not even be about motorcycles, but a good time will be had by all. Peace, love, and end. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was in all caps. I'm sorry. I'm coming in with a lot of energy right now.
I'm coming in way too much.
I'm coming in with a lot of energy. So, guys, that's what live on Two Wheels.
You almost hit a note that sent me over the edge. I just want to put that. You know how everybody has that one note? They you hear it and you're just like, rage! Rage intensifies! And that's what I have.
I wish you would have, because then our faces would have been as red as each other's.
Wow.
I barely got that.
That was one word, 45 syllables.
So, guys, that's what Live on Two Wheels is. That's how you guys can watch the show. And on today's show, we planned on this show, you guys might have remembered from last week, we planned on this show being a satellite episode. Yeah. That got changed a lot.
I did a lot of work to get ready for it.
Beau did a lot of work to get prepped for a satellite show. Things happened that are out of our control, and we are not doing a satellite show. This is the shop, as you guys know.
Joke's on you. I did so much work that I recreated our shop in another location.
This is a green screen back
somewhere
here.
else.
Oh my goodness. But guys, today's going to be a fun show. We planned this show out to be essentially a Q&A episode because that would have been easier for us to do satellite. So we're going to do that anyway because everything's prepped for it. And we got, so we basically are going to do a Q&A episode where you guys asked us questions. We are going to answer those questions. And interestingly, we got multiple questions that were the same question from different people.
Yeah.
That was basically asking, they ride a Yamaha R3.
Great
What
bike.
do next? Yeah, great bike.
What
do next? So we got a lot of questions. We're going to be answering those, and I think we'll probably spend a decent amount of time on the R3 question because I do think that's an incredibly interesting question, and I think we have a lot of information to give. I'll be able to tell you why you should get a Multistrada Pikes Peak edition.
It's like, what should you get after buying an R3 and why is it an MT-07?
That's what we
Dan
should.
Burrell
Oh my
was like,
god!
Is the answer MT-07?
That would have been such a great video title. It's like, what should you get after the R3 and why is it an MT-07? I am sad that I didn't answer.
Bro,
I didn't do that.
Real quick before we get into this, speaking of R3 and R7s,
God, I love that title so
when
much.
we were at
Moto
Moto America, right?
Henceforth, the event that I did not go to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loads of R7s racing.
Oh, I would have loved to see that.
I was so happy. I was just like thinking about all the people like R7, blah, blah, blah. And there they are. There they are.
Everybody racing them now.
Yeah. The RS 660s, the R7. Yeah, it was good.
I think I saw some clips of an R7 and a RS 660 rolling together. So
Yes, there was
that's pretty cool.
lots of wrecks. Jesus.
Noted.
Especially in the super sport category, but it was good.
Well, glad you had a good time on that.
Little toasty.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, tell me about being toasty.
Oh no! Look at that. It's like I'm wearing.
Bro, both of our pale asses look exactly the same.
It looks like I'm wearing somebody else's head.
Dude, look at this line from there being on a roof for 12 hours, 3 days in a row.
Look at that.
Yeah, we're both pretty bad.
Like I dipped my neck in dirt.
So, guys, before we get too into the show, we do have a few things that we're going to talk about. First thing is Discord. Now, a lot of you guys know we have a Discord channel. Shit, I did it again.
Yeah, the channel page, server, just everything. Just
a lot of you guys
Discord.
know that we have a motorcycle-focused Discord that we are in the almost done beta phase of it becoming the beautiful butterfly that it's going to be.
Jeez.
And as part of that, we have integrated it into our Live on Two Wheels show. At the end of the show, we are going to jump over on our Discord. We have a Live on Two Wheels section.
Yes.
We have a meme-palooza at the last 5 minutes of the show every day. Or every episode.
Every day.
And we will choose somebody that makes us laugh the hardest, that works something into the show or something like that. Post funny stuff if we think it's funny, and you're the funniest, either voted on us or the audience via emoji reactions.
Yes.
We're going to give you a $50 Revzilla gift card.
Which we found out has
its limits. If you weren't here last week,
well, you have plans for that, by the way.
this is what happened last week.
We have plans for this, by the way. What are you doing over there?
If you could show my page, Beau. So, guys, last episode, there was something posted that was so funny in the Discord that it got so many reactions. Discord had to shut the party down in this post that says, "We appreciate your enthusiasm, but your reaction was not added because there are too many reactions on this message." We literally crippled Discord in the amount of reactions to you, and we're not going to rehash what it is.
That's okay. We got plans for it, though.
I'm terrified. So anyways, guys, I say
you
that.
You fucking should be.
I say that. I say that so that I can say, go check out the Discord here. I'll show you guys how to get to it. Yeah. You can go to our Discord page. There's a Live on Two Wheels section here on the left. And if you go up here.
You got a lot of your stuff hidden. You can't see where you're pointing there, bud.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I had it.
There you go.
All right. So Live on Two Wheels over here on the left side, L2W, Live on Two Wheels. Then if you go up here in the top right, click Threads, Live on Two Wheels, Season 2, Episode 13. That's what we're on right now. This, oh, God.
Nope.
Okay, I can't get into it. Okay, that's how you get to the threads. Post in that thread. That's where we're going to pick somebody to get a $50 Revzilla gift card at the end of the show. It should be an awesome time. Also, if you're here live, we're going to give away a Cardo because they are a channel sponsor.
Oh, yeah, I just realized I'm wearing my Cardo hat.
It's backwards. You can't tell. Anyways, guys, that's all that. Also, another thing on Discord that's really cool, Moto Photo. Yeah. Probably, if I were to venture to say this, my favorite segment in our Discord is Moto Photo. I love seeing photos from random people on random bikes.
I love the photos that people share. I love the conversations that are happening, and people are making friends and stuff.
I also feel so bad about myself when I see other people taking these awesome photos, and I'm like, why aren't I taking photos of me and my motorcycle?
Soon, my guy.
Soon. So this week, we like doing a Moto Photo shout out. This week,
it's Randrew,
the CEO of Smort Industries. And if you guys don't know who Smort Industries is, you need to get on Discord. Yeah, find out really fast. This is the CEO himself on a Suzuki. What is this? Besides a cool looking older bike?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I do like it.
You'll have to get into the Moto Photo segment to find out. Yeah. So, guys, that's the Moto shout-outs now. Beau, it's my favorite time of the week. I still need an audio.
We already had lunch.
Oh, it's my second favorite part of the... One lunch is my favorite part of the week. There's just one. Anyway, it is time for the Ghost Tip of the Week. If you guys don't know who Ghost is, he's our invisible producer here on Live on Two Wheels. The Ghost Tip of the Week needs to have an audio clip of...
I like you went full chimpanzee. Okay.
Well, there's that. Okay.
He just did it.
All right. Ghost Tip of the Week sponsored by Ghost on Two Wheels over on Instagram. If you go on a blind date with someone you can't remember their name, just go to Starbucks. That's
solid.
That is a solid tip.
Yeah, solid.
Obviously,
advice.
We're all taking men here, but if you're not, what a genius idea. Ghost.
Hey, so here's a fun fact about me and Marley. Every year for her birthday.
Marley's his wife, by the way.
Yes. Every year for her birthday,
Please don't tell me you take her to Starbucks, Beau.
No, I do a thing. Okay, so I'm...
But it's like, all right, babe, we're getting the nice coffee this time.
I'm the kind of guy that drags a joke, like, for a long while. And,
you just don't instantly kill it like I do?
Yeah, and so what happened was, in the beginning of us dating, because we've been together for over, 11 years now. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, I couldn't remember her birthday because I'm horrible with dates.
Yeah, you're also horrible. But
always
anyway,
misremembered it, and it was like, the 26th, and it's not. It's 24th. And so
at least you were close-ish.
Yeah, well, but then what happened was every birthday, I wouldn't say anything about her birthday.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's just like, you need to tell me happy birthday. I'm like, oh, that's right. Or be like, hey, your birthday is coming up on the 26th. And she would be like, not the 26th. And it got so bad, and I drug the joke out so long that I went to go pick up medicine for her at the pharmacy. Jesus, and I was like, what's her birthday? And I was like, the 26th. And she's like, all right, well,
could she have a second birthday?
Yeah. And then I looked like I was trying to steal somebody else's medication because I was like, all right, I have to explain myself.
Oh, God. Yeah. There's nothing worse than having to explain your joke unless you're me and enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we know Beau doesn't know his wife's birthday, we're going to...
I played myself is what I did.
You hardcore. So guys, it is time for the Quick Shifter segment, which is where we talk about the highlighted news in the motorcycle industry, and I only have 30 seconds to talk about it. I did that again. So sorry.
Like I'm not even here.
All right. Can-Am continues support for its International Female Rider Day, which is on 5/7. Beau, that's 5/7.
Nice, thanks.
Women are 38%. Women are 38% of Can-Am riders compared to 22% for other motorcycles. Interesting.
Nice.
I don't know if I would have expected that.
Big old baggers and Can-Ams. That's what ladies like to ride.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to be honest. A Can-Am is a fun ride.
Yeah, it is.
I have had a really good time. I feel like we need to ride more Can-Ams. So that's pretty awesome.
You can haul stuff with them too. That's pretty cool.
I got a little Beau fart.
KTM World Adventure Week is on July 4th through 10th, encouraging all ADV riders to get out with a goal of 1,000 Ks. That's 622 miles in 7 days.
I think it's a great idea. We should totally ride more adventure bikes, specifically in the Black Hills of South Dakota.
I feel like we should ride more adventure bikes in the near future.
I think it's. Wait. Oh wait, no, we can't say it this episode because it's not an actual thing yet. Yeah. We can't. We got beans. We can't spill them, but we got beans.
I want to spill all the beans.
Wait, hold on. Did I just scream and the quick shifter scream at the same time?
All right.
Okay.
More bullshit with smart helmets.
Shoei unveils prototype for their new Optic Sun smart helmet, which uses a projection heads-up display.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. If it's not smart, it's not smart.
That's what we say here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just feel like a premium helmet brand, while gonna have a good helmet, that price tag is probably gonna be pretty.
Maybe we'll test it.
No, it's a whole different helmet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Who knows? Interesting. I saw the ghost on there. Next up, you up.
I was just saying this out loud the other day. Yamaha could be working on a Tenere 900. Ooh, bro. That I literally was just saying, man.
Hold the fucking phone. Who's where?
When? Why? Now?
Well, that's my 30 seconds.
Come on. Discord servers crashed due to overwhelming response to last week's winning meme. Thank you, small bore.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
You fucking broke it.
Look at it's like every meme every emoji we have on there.
It's so good. It was
fun fact that piece of clothing got rated the next piece of gear we need to test.
I saw that in the gear review section. Fuck yeah.
I don't know how the fuck that happened, but cheers to that. Small bore killing it.
Nice.
Oh my god, so funny.
Yeah,
okay, that's T900. Do I need to wait now?
Yes.
I was over here I was getting my wallet ready.
We can get another bike in the meantime.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I don't.
We have to get something in, right?
I'm so thrown off now. I've got goosebumps.
I literally
Look, can you guys see them? My hairs are standing
People
up
in the
on
chat
my arm.
are like, ignore, bro. Are we gonna ignore R9? That's all.
Oh my god! What? Yamaha, come on! You got to stop.
Tenere 900.
People are gonna think we're paid.
Tenere 900.
If we were being paid, I'd own one of those.
Tech
right
package.
We can't. We have a job to do here. Bro, a T9 and an R9. Oh my god. I mean, let's be real though. If they made an R9, it would be like what everybody wanted the R7 to be. It would be the R6 replacement.
Yeah, it definitely would.
Oh my god. Okay, we have to stay focused. We have a job to do today. All right, next up, guys, let's talk about housekeeping real quick.
I can't stop thinking about it. All right, housekeeping.
Oh my gosh.
Housekeeping.
I'll let this one play so you can marinate.
Bro, you could have an R9 and a T9, and you would know the engine. You would know every RPM. You would know everything.
And the price would be real good.
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God.
I don't. Oh my god. All right. Housekeeping. Beau, you were the only one here all week. What happened? I was gone. Yeah. I've been on a roof for 36 hours this week.
I just sat in the office with my pants off.
Yeah. Oh, we did put out a first ride today.
That's true.
We put out a first ride of Vitpillin 701, which you're gonna have to watch the video. I was super excited coming into it.
You left pretty.
And left really let down.
Yeah.
Not gonna get into the details, but gosh, could you hear my voice when I started that video? How excited I was to write it, and then it just.
I think you were expecting something a little more.
I think my.
It's a more refined KTM, like a more subdued.
Yeah. You guys just go watch it. You'll get it. All right, that's all we did this week. Honestly, it was a pretty light week. We knew I was going to be out on the shoot. So we kind of had like outside the shop stuff going on this week. Mm-hmm. But again, we find ourselves in a situation. We have really cool news, and we can't fucking talk about it. Yeah. I hate it so much.
Yeah. Can we talk about the North thing?
The North thing?
The thing that's going on?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
2 months from now?
We've talked.
Okay.
Wait, is it 2 months?
Yeah. It's in July, the beginning of July.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Yeah. People know about Adventure Bros.
Yeah, so but here's the thing. I want to make sure that everybody...
You'd let people know as much as you need to know right now, Beau. Go ahead. I'm giving you the microphone.
2022. You just did. All right, you just peel back the curtain. I had it on your screen because it was Adventure Bros. No, it's fine now. It's fine now. There's also this fly that's like right in front of me. It just happened in California, the Get On Adventure Fest from Revzilla.
It did. And we hear from a reputable source that he had the best motorcycling time he's ever had in his life.
They have vendors there. They have demo bikes. They have trails you can go on. You can go off on your own. And the trails, they have everything from pavement only to like beginner. They have courses you can take.
So excited. There's
so much shit. So the one, and I don't know if all of them are going to be there, but I do know the brands they had out there. So the bikes they had, Tenere 700, the BMW F850 GS, I think a 1250 GS. I don't know if they were the adventure versions of them or not. They had... I think Moto Guzzi was there.
And the super fun news is the one in the Black Hills. Your boy and your other boy are gonna be.
Chase is finally, we convinced him. It was such a good. It was really hard to pass up. Here's this new experience, and we're gonna go up there. So if you want to or you're interested. Can we put a link down somewhere or something? Or
we will have a link in the show notes below.
Okay.
After this show's
live. Get your tickets to the Get On ADV Fest in South Hills.
ADV Fest, gonna be Black Hills, South Dakota.
Come hang out with us.
Adventure Bros on Pan Ams.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm
gonna ride everything I can fucking throw my leg over.
We are going to have an adventure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Super excited about that. That's our housekeeping.
Yeah,
that's it. Much. That's all for housekeeping.
Just me with no pants.
Yeah, well,
that's it.
Okay, so let's get to questions. This is a Q&A episode, Beau. We have to partake our information upon the crowd and give it to them. Now,
I feel like none of those words were right.
It's okay. We also have a fun segment later on that we know nothing about. Ghost put together a Would You Rather game for me and you to play after the ad halfway through. So that should be fun. All right, let's knock out Instagram since it's a piece of shit anyway.
All right, what do we got?
First question from Instagram from a person named Kenny Quest Show. Will you be taking the Sportster S on track? Referring to the Sportster S that Harley literally gave us. Are we going to take it on track? I don't think we have plans to take it on track. I don't know if I'd want to take that on the track though, because I can max that bike out on a curvy road, and a track is not going to really give me anything more.
We have a lot
out of that motorcycle.
Of plans for that, and we're going to do them all.
Yeah, we have it indefinitely, so we have no shortage of time to spend on that motorcycle. If I was to say, will we take it to a track? I don't really see that happening. I don't see what we could gain by taking it to the track. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
that being said, that engine would be very happy in a more sporty platform that could be leaned over more.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
100%.
Would I want to take the engine in a different chassis to the track? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great engine.
So Harley, just fucking get on that track bike life. Okay, so now the thing is, we have a ton
Is
of
that
questions.
it from Instagram?
Yes, that's it for Instagram. That's how shitty the Instagram is. It's like we posted a photo that's not a regular.
The Instagram, Grandpa. I say the Instagrams.
Hey, it's shitty. I don't like it anymore. All right, let's go to some YouTube questions because YouTube is where it's absolutely at.
Yeah, you're homies.
All right, Sound Trap Creations is asking the question, Beau, how many motorbikes have you worked on in the last 5 years or so? Keep the great work up, guys. Love it so much. Edit. I'll try and watch it. It might be during my soccer game. I'm all the way over in New Zealand. Silly time zones.
That's a bucket list place for me.
Absolutely, dude. Go play your soccer, a.k.a. football. How many motorbikes have you worked on in the last 5 years? My goodness.
Does WBRG count?
I mean, I think it doesn't exclusively count, but I mean, it certainly counts. Like, that's where we do most of our, like, working on bikes. I mean, you know, how many bikes have we worked on? So we've worked on the 3 CBRs.
Yes.
That's taken us 2 years.
The Panigale.
And then we did a bike a year. So that's 6.
Yeah, but in the last 5 years, how many have we had? Because we're on the second year of
exactly, but there's 3 of them. And we've worked on all of them.
Right, but then, so it has to be Bobber, Peningly, and these 3.
No, it should be...
Because that would have been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Okay.
And then we did the CBR 500 refresh.
That's the refresh, yeah.
So we're probably like 8, because then we got our personal bikes that we've had and worked on, and we've worked on your Bolt, we've worked on my MT10, my WR.
Yeah.
We've done a lot, man. We've probably touched at some degree, probably 12.
At least a baker's dozen.
What's a baker's dozen? 13. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll call it a baker's dozen because dough is great. Yeah, so a lot of stuff. Luckily, I mean, we've had Brian in the shop for quite a while now, so
yeah.
He's our kind of like guiding light on working on bikes. If it was just me and Beau and Trey, it would probably not be as many. He likes us that. Even though Trey seems to be pretty... like he seems to like getting, yeah, he seems really excited.
By the way, that's a housekeeping we didn't say.
Oh,
fucking producer
Trey's
Trey.
out.
Yeah.
Trey's out in California this whole damn week.
Riding new Harleys.
Yeah, he left on Tuesday.
Little baby bird left the nest.
I almost spit this shit all over my computer.
You know, proud papa's over here watching him come back with all this.
Yeah, so Harley reached out for some press launches.
Yeah.
I think people have been posting photos and stuff from it, so we can probably talk about that. Yeah. Trey's out in California. He rode the Nightster, which is their new Revolution Max or Revolution Mini, whatever they call it. The new Harley thing, and then they got the Lowrider ST. Mm-hmm. Is that what he's on? So yeah, Trey was out there doing double duty,
schmoozing too. Yeah. That was his first time on an event.
First time at an event.
It was a double decker.
Yeah, we threw him into the fire and flames.
Yeah, bud.
So we are super excited. He's on his way back to Georgia today.
Yep.
So we're not going to get to talk with Trey until Monday, but I'm excited to hear how his thing went.
Yeah, he seemed to be having a good time. Swed sent me a photo of him with a literal pile of food in front of him, and he was smiling so big. And I was like, my boy.
That's so awesome. I can't wait to talk with him about how it went.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So we've worked. Going back to the question, we've worked on a ton of bikes over the last 5 years. Next up from Bad Riders, he asks. Let's talk about the potential of power mods for the R7, which is kind of funny. We were talking about the R7 earlier. Given the platform, do you see any way where someone like myself might be able to throw a power commander on it and give it some zip after the other obvious mods? I'm looking to pick one up, but coming from an R6, this is a topic I have been looking at with some interest.
Well, Bad Riders.
Yeah.
I will say you're going to have no problem finding performance parts because, as we stated plenty of times, when people would say, oh, the R7's not going to be a good bike for the track, blah, blah, blah. Why'd they have the release on a track? It's because, like, for fuck's sake, they're racing around giant baggers on the road. You can race anything. And so you will find plenty of parts out there. And the longer that it's out there and the more it's being used in these races and stuff, the more performance parts are going to come out for it. It's a super popular bike. It's very affordable. It's good fun. It's a great engine.
So here's the thing, though. The R7's a brand new bike, right? We all know that.
Yeah.
But if he's talking about power mods, the bike's power plant is not new.
Yeah.
It's from a bike that has been incredibly popular.
Yeah.
So you have all these manufacturers that they've already built all of this power stuff for the MT-07. It translates directly into an R7. Now, some of the more external power parts, you're going to have more fairings on there, so there's less
Motor Cannon just said that he got back from the Mojave Desert Get On ADVA Fest and loved it.
Look at Moto Cannon get it out there.
Fuck
One of
yeah,
our super supporters. We love seeing that. But yeah, Bad Riders, the R7 is going to be a phenomenal bike because it's built around and on
the CP2 platform is
it's just a phenomenal platform that has been out. People know all about it. So aftermarket, there's plenty of aftermarket there. Now, if you're coming from an R6, you are going to feel a massive power delivery difference and power difference. That's going to be something you're going to have to get used to. But I mean, between sprocket changes and power commanders, exhaust, I would imagine the parts are going to be endless. The guys and I have thrown back and forth doing an R7 build, but we we do wrecked-ish bikes, so we need more time for R7s to get out there and get. That sounds terrible.
Oh no!
I'm gonna wait. What?
All right, I got it. I had to tap the focus, and then it magnified, and everybody just looked at my inside of my fucking nostrils. Before we get to the next one, I want to take some of the question. I want to take a question out of
Out of chat?
Chat. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Doso asks, how heavy are you guys? I'm around 220 pounds. Wondering how light bikes feel for you heavier you guys. We ain't light. I'm dense. I'm small. I'm I'm about 205, 210.
You're only 210.
Yeah. I'm 5'7", though.
Oh, God.
What's your excuse?
My excuse currently is a massive stress load that I've currently been holding for, I don't know,
my
2 years.
excuse is I eat like an actual human garbage disposal.
But see, that's the thing. I eat well, but I eat a lot well. I am.
It's low carbs and low calorie. Yeah, but you're eating all of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a hefty boy at like probably 239 right now.
I mean, like
being fully honest.
Here's the thing about every bike, right? Like the lighter bikes are going to feel light because they're usually sprung for smaller people, and I find this true even in the bigger bikes.
Yeah.
But like if you look it up for your particular bike, you'll find out what it's sprung for.
Right.
And you just change the springs.
I'll tell you this though.
And then it changes in time.
I like my weight my entire life has just fluctuated all the time. I'm always like struggling with like, hey, can I not be a fat ass today? But all the first rides I've done, I've never really witnessed a massive difference between how a motorcycle rides, whether I'm 239 or if I'm at like 210, which is kind of where I want to be. So
here's the problem with that is that 9 times out of 10, the weight that we are at is above the spring rate that come in most bikes.
Oh, okay.
So like you say that because in your experience, they feel the same. And that is because generally speaking, they're sprung for people lighter than us.
Right.
If you were to go and take one of those bikes and get it sprung for your weight within a range, because remember I did that with the Bolt.
You did that with the Bolt, and that happened. I had a buddy tune my R6 for my exact weight. That bike felt brand fucking new.
It's incredible.
If you guys have a bike,
it comes down to suspension because your bike's going to respond.
And you do need to get a bike with like adjustable suspension. But
here's the thing: you keep this in mind because the Bolt doesn't have adjustable suspension.
Oh, you swapped out the springs.
You swap out the springs and stuff. So there's always something you can do. But if you tune that exhaust to your weight, however that is, whether it's new cartridge, new springs, whatever the case may be.
You said exhaust, but you meant suspension, right?
I see. I meant whatever I said. I meant the other thing.
All right.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll totally be fine. But like, just a note for all you guys out there: if you have a bike that you've had for a while, and you're thinking it needs updated suspension,
get it tuned.
Just get it tuned for you, because you will be shocked how much your bike will change. Because like suspension is one of those things that like I don't think anybody ever messes with.
Well, it's black magic to most people, and
I am most definitely one of those people.
Watching the videos that I have been watching lately and understanding more and more about how suspension and sag and preload and compression and rebound work,
right?
I'm like, oh man, like if you could understand even a little bit of it to get to the point where you can start making those adjustments as you need,
right,
and dial in suspension, you can change the whole characteristic of a motorcycle. I would
amazing. Like to get to the point where I kind of have it in my head of how that all works. Yeah. I would love to get my mental,
you understand what each word individually means, but in practice and
like how to work it together and fly it. Yeah. I want to get to the point where I know exactly to the point where if we had a bike with adjustable suspension, I can be like, oh, I want the preload different.
Yeah. All right,
moving on. We got
NW, the VA Cruiser guy. Are you planning on doing a first ride on an Indian or an HD bagger in the near future?
Yes, and wait, no, first ride.
No first ride coming.
No first. So here's the thing, though.
We do have an Indian. It's not a bagger.
We do have an Indian. It's not a bagger. We do have Harley Davidsons. They're not baggers,
right?
So
we will have a video on a bagger, but it won't be a first.
We do. It won't be a first ride. So if you're talking first ride specifically, we have an Indian first ride coming out soon. We do have Harley Davidson bikes coming out soon. Obviously, we have the live wire and the sports dress here in the shop.
Trey's videos.
Yeah, we got Trey's videos coming out. But,
that is a bagger.
Yeah, but it's not a first ride though.
Yeah, it's not
that's the technicality.
Yeah.
So, kind of, I guess, is the overall answer.
We'd love to get there.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. We are working in more cruisers to the content like pipeline, so keep an eye out. The Mountain Motorsports is not an Indian or a Harley Davidson dealer, so we don't have access to the brand new Indian and Harley Davidson
stuff. We're trying to work those things out.
We are, yeah. We're trying to get there, but we do have a really good connection with Harley Davidson. So, like, is that outside of the realm of possibility? Not at all. Yeah. Our connection with Indian is on a month-by-month basis. So we can't really commit to anything over there. Yeah. Did you want to go back and forth with chat questions, or do you just want to answer that one?
Well, let me see if there's one that I can see that I didn't see any that stuck out. It stuck out to me.
Right.
Pat Lev, modular or full-faced helmets? Yes.
Por qué no los dos?
I love.
You have been a modular guy since I've known you.
Yeah, I love modular helmets. And it's mostly because most of my riding is in city. And it's nice to, on an 85, 90 degree, that's freedom units, day, to be able to just go bloop, because I'm traveling 5 to 10 miles an hour in horrible, horrible traffic. So
I will say this, just please.
Plus, there's nothing funnier than like grabbing a bottle of water and just go bloop.
That's got to be really nice.
Yeah.
I will say this, just please do not wear one of those. It looks like a baseball cap that's just hard.
No, just
please, for the love of God.
No fucking don't do.
Bro, on my way home from the shoot yesterday, I was on the highway. I had to go around 285 and it was at like 5 o'clock. So you can
novelty helmets can go fuck themselves.
Bro, you can imagine the traffic at 285 at 5.
Yeah.
There were two bikes on, you kind of get into a group of traffic and everybody just kind of stays together because you're all kind of screwed with traffic. There was these two cruiser dudes, no offense to cruiser people, but this guy it looked like a ball cap. It looked like this. It was kind of bent up in the front.
It's a new fad. It was a while back they had them, and then they went out of style, and then they came back in real hard.
But I'm like, if you go down in that, like what's going to happen?
Here's some factoids. Not that I really give a shit about what's legal or illegal. Those helmets are totally not legal.
I could only imagine
because
why.
The extension of that piece is if there are places where they'll give you tickets for having GoPro mounts.
Yeah, well.
And those are temporary and rip off.
Right.
Anything that sticks out of your helmet.
Oh, bro, can you imagine falling to the ground and look, you hit the ground like this? Like that's gonna fucking snap your neck.
And not to mention the fact that if the neck strap holds, you now have a fucking handle for the earth to rotate your head on. You get a full face. You get a modular. Modulars are, of course, they're not going to be especially around the face part. The thing to look for is metal closures that gives them a little bit more secure.
Right.
Hip, but they're good. I love love me a modular.
I would say generally, like,
Never
I'm not
felt, you feel more like a fucking fighter jet than when you take the little drop down shield and you go.
Yeah, absolutely. It totally does. I will say in general, I'm not a huge fan of modular helmets because this is going to sound so strange. I kind of sometimes get a claustrophobic-y feeling with a modular helmet. I don't know why, but when I have a full face helmet, I don't get that. And you guys know I've been riding for a really long time.
I think you should get let's find the like a good solid lightweight modular and put your head in it, because I think with your problem with getting your ears into helmets,
yeah,
I think you putting on a modular helmet would be like it's like a fucking it's like a baby powder to you, like that.
I mean,
nice
there's a lot of pros about modular helmets.
There
I think I've just grown up with the full faces, so it's weird when I don't have that.
That's really weird.
Moving on, we'll answer Undecodable. He asks, how fast can you go on the Icon Variant Pro before you feel the wind buffeting?
Like 50 miles an hour or something like that?
I would say, yeah, at 50. So here's the whole thing with variants. You guys know, started my channel with a variant, so I'm very familiar with riding in a variant.
Logo.
It's still the logo, yeah. The variants aren't that bad if you're on a super sport because your head is down. If you're on anything where you look straight or, God forbid, slightly up, it is like a sail. The second you go above, like right here, that thing just catches wind and you're just like, at least in my experience with a variant. Now, granted, I haven't ridden in a variant in like 4 years.
I've ridden in one recently.
I mean, so what would you say? 50 as long as you're looking in a normal direction?
40, anything under 45, it doesn't matter. Like, it feels okay. Anything above 50, you can generally be okay if you're if you look at the way the peak is shaped, it just makes sense. You'd be looking down, let it come over those channels, and then it has the kind of brakes in them to help keep the buffeting. But if you turn your fucking head on that,
bro, be ready.
You're like, yo!
Yeah, you're gone. You're going to get yanked off the bike. Next question we got from Marshall3498. Will Chase be doing a first ride on the new 2022 Kawasaki KLR 650? I'm planning on getting one in August this year for my first adventure motorcycle.
First off, congrats.
Yeah, first off, for sure, congrats. The KLR,
it's solid.
Solid platform.
Yeah, it's kind of bulletproof.
I want to say that there might have been a KLR, or was that there was some KLR something at Mountain recently, but here's another thing that sucks about the mountain that we go to. Not that the place sucks, but they don't carry Kawasaki.
Yeah.
There's other mountain dealerships that carry Kawasaki's, but we love the Roswell location. That's where we have our route. And what we're trying to do is figure out a way that Mountain can get some of their Kawasaki's to that location so we can do first rides on them. Yeah. That's what we're kind of doing on our end to try to figure that out.
I have not ridden the KLR, so I can't speak of it, but I have ridden the Ninja 650, same platform.
Right.
Solid. The only other Kawasaki that I have ever ridden is the KLX 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to ride the brand new KLR. The last one I rode, it's not the most exciting motorcycle, but it's one of those bikes where you are on it and you feel like that thing will ride for fucking ever. I don't know if that makes sense. Like Apocalypse bike, KLR got to be the top of the list for, just reliable tanks of motorcycles.
I got one from chat, Unknown. Unknown PS. Morning, gents. Have either of you tried the smaller beginner ADVs like the KTM 390 Adventure?
Yes.
I have the only small adventure bike that I've ridden is the Himalayan.
So I have not ridden the Himalayan. I have ridden the 390 Adventure.
Tractor.
There is a first ride on it. You can look up the 390 Adventure. I think it's a very interesting platform.
Yeah.
I personally, for that style of bike, I think the lightweight. I think the lightweight is great if you're going to do a lot of off road. But I feel like it needs more engine if you're going to do highway stuff. Well, that's where my weakness.
Here's where
I think their weakness is.
Here's where I land on with that. Those are good. I mean, they're good bikes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But when you're doing adventure riding, I mean, those platforms are better as an enduro bike and not as an ADV bike.
Right.
In
Totally
my
agree.
personal opinion. You're going to be ripping up dirt or you're going to be like supermoto style slaying up streets.
Right.
There's just, it's not that there's not enough power because you can fucking ride anything anywhere.
Right.
Like Itchy Boots rode a 250, across South Africa. She's
Right.
riding a 300, across North and South America. So it's like you can do anything. But I feel like when you get into the KTM, like the 790, 890 range, that's where their adventure bikes really start to shine. That middleweight and
Totally agree.
because you got more torque, more power, more tech. But I mean, if you want to, I mean, it's a great bike. So there you have that. The 390 is a great bike.
Yeah.
So if that's the kind of style.
Yeah, I totally agree. And like you said, you're going to have a great bike. I feel like depending on the type of riding you're doing, you might want more engine eventually.
Yeah.
So it's ad time.
Okay.
So I thought we were going to get through these questions faster because we have a lot of them. So let's jump to an ad real quick.
Weird thing where I keep biting fuzz off of my microphone and I can't stop. I'm sorry. It might look weird. And
You may need to stop doing that.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to jump to an ad real quick, and then after that, we're going to answer a couple questions and then get into this R3 conundrum. What's going on, guys? This episode of Live on Two Wheels is brought to you by Revzilla's RPM membership. What that is basically a membership program that only costs $60 a year, not a month, but a year, and you get a ton of rewards from it. It's kind of like Amazon Prime for Revzilla. So if you're buying a lot of motorcycle gear, especially on Revzilla, this could be really interesting for you. Check out all of the things you get for this. So you're going to get free 2-day shipping and returns. You're going to get 10% off exclusive brands. You're going to get 5% cash back, period. Also, for you first-time members, you're going to get $15 in cash back from the moment you get this membership. It's also going to include early access to sales and phone lines and exclusive events. So if you're somebody that buys a ton of gear and could find a lot of value in this RPM thing, by all means, we'll have a link for you down in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting the show by going to that link. And thank you, Revzilla, for sponsoring this episode.
RPM membership also applies to cycle gear and J&P cycles. There, I updated the ad.
We'll see you guys with the rest of the show. Thank you, Beau, for updating the ad.
You're welcome.
I so love that.
All these people talking about gear and
You totally forgot about gear.
yeah, and I was like, I've got my cart. Okay, so anybody that hasn't received their $50 gift card, I think it was last week's, it's because right now there's a bunch of stuff in my cart, and I have to, and I didn't want to accidentally send you a bunch of gear.
If you accidentally ordered all the gear you
It's
want,
like
you would
fucking
bankrupt me.
$1,500 worth
You
of
would
gear.
bankrupt me
And
right
somebody would be like, "Oh shit, yeah." So I
would
be careful.
die.
Yeah,
I would literally like file a, oh God, this should not have happened.
Yeah, so sorry. You'll get your. I'll do that next week when I've already done my thing. So.
Okay, so I want to answer a couple more questions and then we can get to this R3 thing.
Yeah.
So this I thought was a pretty interesting question from V Twinkie.
Love it.
Yeah, that is kind of hilarious. You said you weren't interested in Harley's past bikes. I assume air-cooled V-twins, but you like the new Sportster S and the engine platform.
Yes.
We know at some point Harley won't be able to take the air-cooled engine much further. Would sticking the Rev Max in, say, a Street Bob or even a touring bike like a Road King make you look differently at Harley's offerings in the future? The only way I know to answer that is 100%.
Really?
I think so. Everything, literally everything that Harley is putting their new engine in, I'm interested in. Everything that Harley has their old engine in, I'm like, it's not that I hate it. It's just like I'm zero interested. I don't even like It's not that I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of the Ducati Scrambler because it's an air-cooled engine. I'm just not really. I maybe I don't have the appreciation for it, but it just doesn't excite me like these liquid-cooled new engines do.
So I think when I look at that and I listen to you say that, I think you look at motorcycles in a very as a whole kind of way. You tend to be like, okay, I can see where this is used and this is not for me.
Yeah.
But in general, like you can compartmentalize them that way, but you tend to go like, these are the things that are important to me as a motorcycle. So I look at motorcycles like, if your brand offers this, then I don't like that. I don't think that's interesting at all to me. And because it doesn't do the things that the other thing does. And that's fine and that's acceptable. But I look at it in a little bit differently kind of way, which is a little more differently. Which is that, like, I love air-cooled bikes. I think they're fun. They just have a vibe about them. I love the sound of the Milwaukee 8, like the type of power it produces. But to me, it's like, I like them for their own very specific reasons that are separate from the and anybody that's talked to me, heard me talk about the Revolution Max. It's one of the best engines. There are 2 engines right now that I think are the best on the market. Just overall, and there are some that perform better, there are some that do whatever, but it's the Revolution Max and the new T-Plane Triple from Triumph. Both of those motors are absolutely fucking amazing for their own reasons. So I look at the bikes that they're putting the Revolution Max motor in, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, that'd be a lot of fun. Like, we had the Sportster S, and I'm like, that's not for me. Love the motor. I hate that body position and the kind of style that it uses as far as the, like, I would want it to be more, I was more excited about the Nightster. you know what I mean? But I mean, it's fair. Like, you like what you like. That's why that's why we work well together as a group, is because we all have very different kind of points of view. Trey loves Harleys.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah. So I don't know who he was like directing that question for, but if that question was directed towards me,
100%. Yeah.
I would be far more interested in Harley's entire line if they put the engine and the associated tech.
Is that
with
why
that
the Pursuit and the Challenger, like, you vibe with it? That's the big Indians that, like, it was like the power performance cruiser. It's the one with the big, because that was surprising to me when you looked at it and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You got a liquid cooled engine that's high performance and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily.
I mean, you know me, I answer a question far before I know why.
So here's the question then. Is it because of, can you ride any bike if it's built well for its purpose but has a power plant that meets what you want? So, like, let's just say they had a big touring bike from Harley and they had this, a 1600cc version of this Revolution Max that's meant for, like, high performance, high revving, but, like, has all the tech and all that stuff. Would you be interested in that?
I mean, I think so. And the bike that, like, ironically, the bike that makes me think about that is when I've ridden bikes where the power plant was very underwhelming for me, it took me away from that motorcycle mentally. Like the BMW, what was it? It was the R9T?
Yeah.
It was and that other S. It was something.
You were the
power plant just
ruined you.
Yeah, it did not do.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't ride these motorcycles like it has to be it was like you said something about it has to be a performance. It doesn't though. I love some of these bikes that are like performance wise they're trash, but they just fit well.
I don't necessarily mean just pure raw numbers, but I mean how it performs compared to the platform it's in. Because, like, that's important. So that's interesting. I'd be curious to test this theory out with some other cruisers that use a...
We have a route for more shows.
Loophole.
All right, next question. I picked this one specifically for Ghost. Yeah. Dwayne McKinney asks, when does Ghost assume his rightful place as, quote-unquote, scooter bro with the long-term review of the Honda Monkey or Ruckus?
Yeah.
Alternatively, we have inside of this question, Small Bore on Two Wheels says, as a Ruckus owner, I want this to happen hard.
Nice.
Ghost then replies, curiously awaiting response from all parties. And Andy Gooney, the COO of Smart Industries, I shall volunteer my service as official Discord hype man if this becomes a thing, but on the condition that Smart first. So I would love this. If we could get, so we don't have a relationship. I have somehow wrapped my headphones entirely around my foot.
Nice job.
I would have loved to walk away from my desk and then yank the entire desk.
Sidebar.
I wish we had I wish we had better communication with Honda. Yeah. I have a slight email thread, and they email back very slow.
Yeah,
almost as slow as Suzuki is.
I've owned a Ruckus, and they are a blast. They are a lot of fun.
I think scooters are hilarious.
They're amazing.
I want to revisit a really shitty Chinese scooter now that I've ridden for a decade.
Yeah.
Because when the Chase on Two Wheels channel started, I was riding a scooter, and I had a great time with it.
I loved it.
I didn't know how to ride as well as I do now. I think I would have a phenomenal time now.
Yeah.
So I support this in all ways.
100%.
Now, I did skip over a question earlier.
Okay.
And this is one of the two questions we got about the R3. So we're finally going to get to the main prop.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this dinner.
Old meat and taters.
Oh, meat and taters with a side of salad. So is that Chloe? Is that how you spell Chloe? All right. Chloe Storm asked, when I decide to upgrade from my R3. Oh, I read this incorrectly earlier. When I decide, not I've decided, but when I decide to upgrade from my R3, what would you suggest I upgrade to? Been riding for 10 years, and this is my third bike.
Oh, wow.
One, I'm kind of shocked at this question. That somebody that's been riding for 10 years and has had 3 bikes total is on an R3.
Yeah.
I find that incredibly interesting. And
I don't think it's that bad.
I'm going to find this other R3 question.
I think you just passed it.
Did I go past it?
Yes. This is the one that started this.
All right, so this is from Eli. Hey, guys, I had a question for Chase. As someone who rides an R3 as her second bike and whose dream bike is a Daytona 675, what does Chase think about the difference between the two in terms of daily commuting and whether that's too big of an HP jump to make for a relatively new rider? I don't have any friends or family who ride, so I'm unable to test a full-size Supersport, so I'd love a frame of reference from someone who's ridden both for a while. Keep up the great work. This podcast brightens up my work week.
First off, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. So
here's the thing, though, Chase.
double R3 question.
Well, hold on.
A double R3.
Okay, well, goodbye, guys. Here's the thing. First off, there is a thing that people have to keep in mind when you talk about moving across bikes. There's they talk about commuting and shit like that.
Right.
I'm going to probably default to old man status.
What does that mean, Beau?
It means there is no fucking way in hell that I would commute on a Supersport. But I'm also not 23.
True.
And in shape. And thin. And healthy.
Yeah, so if I'm going to be honest, this is such a hard question. What do you go from an R3? It is entire, me and you were joking about the whole titling of where do you go from, what do you upgrade to from an R3 and why is it an MT-07?
First off, yes.
First off, yes. Secondly, what bike you pick is entirely dependent on literally a million factors. Yeah. Now, I'm going to default to the second question first. An R3, so the person's riding an R3, they want a Daytona 675. Mm-hmm. It's their first bike, the R3. Mm-hmm. They are relatively new and they want it for commuting. There's a lot of information there, and it does not make sense to me. Yeah. If I was on an R3 and I was commuting, I would be looking for something that is better on the highway with wind protection that's comfortable to ride. Now,
you don't even need necessarily, if you're commuting, you don't necessarily need the wind protection, but it could help. But
assuming you're going to be on the highway for 30 minutes, even 30 minutes is not that bad.
Not that bad, but the thing is that 675 is also in other bikes.
Bro, there is no world I would have that 675 as a commuting bike.
But what I'm saying is that motor and that power plant or that kind of vibe exists, right, within their own lineup. You can get the same bike pretty much it's a sport bike instead of a super sport bike. You got the Street Triple.
Yeah.
Which is a fantastic bike. I've ridden that. I loved it. Even the Speed Triple is more comfortable than the Daytona.
You have an incredible point because the direction I was going to go is if they want something more sporty, but they like the R3 and they want to commute, I was going to go Tiger 660. But you're right. If they want the Daytona 675 or 765, whatever, go with the street triple. You're going to get all of that aggressive performance.
To be clear,
but it's going to be comfortable.
To be clear, I would like to preface this by saying both of them seemed fairly young.
True.
Like younger than me, which is relative.
Right.
The last one seemed pretty young.
Right.
So you've probably got a good back. You probably don't give a shit.
And here's how to destroy that back you have.
So what I would say is, if that's your dream bike and you have the opportunity to get it and you're going to use it for commuting, now is the time to do that before you have to be an old, fogey like us and go, I can't physically do that because it would ruin my back. Like right now is probably
now's your time.
Probably the most perfect time. So it might be one of those things where you go, for the next like 5 years, I'm going to have this Daytona. And then I go, I love this power plant. I'm going to keep it in the family. And then I go get me a more comfortable bike. I just think like if Chase now went back in time and told young Chase, be like, yeah, you don't want to ride that. That's going to be super uncomfortable. Young Chase would be like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
I know a younger person, the reason you want a Daytona is because it's a cool-looking super sport.
Yeah.
So I don't think a person like that is going to listen to or watch this show and hear us say, street triple's really where you need to be.
I mean,
like that's honestly, that's
I think
the
that's
perfect
again,
bike for you.
that goes to us going like, oh, that's us being like, we're thinking with our now brains. But like 25-year-old Beau would have been like,
yeah.
So there is something to be said about looking at these kind of questions, be like, what should I upgrade to? And I'm like, enjoy your youth while you still fucking have it.
Here's what we can say. If you're wanting to go from an R3 to a Daytona, you can do that. I will say it is a massive power jump. Yeah. That Daytona is aggressive. You would probably be better off going with an R6 because the power delivery is so low up until the point that it's fast. And if you just kept it in the low RPMs, it would be easier to ride than a Daytona because a Daytona has more power down low. But, I mean, honestly, if you're looking at wanting a cool-looking middleweight, bro, the R7 might be an even better choice. Yeah. You're not going to have as much tech. It's not going to be as expensive. But if you're a new rider and something happens, it's going to be far cheaper to fix. It's going to be far cheaper on insurance. Personal opinion, hey, Chase, I'm kind of new to riding. I ride an R3. I want a Daytona 765. What do you think? I'm going to be like, I wouldn't go Daytona 765. I would go R7 or Street Triple. I think both of those would be way better choices than a Daytona 675. That's my personal thing on that specific
The thing about
one.
the Daytona you have to keep in mind if you're looking at the Daytona is that it is literally a race platform. There are no other super sports that I've ridden that feel like a fucking race bike.
Yeah,
like the new Daytona 765 is even worse than that. But
and we specifically had the Moto 2 one here, which is
it's even worse.
Core.
Yeah. But even outside of that, just a regular 675 Daytonas, like that's what they were built for. They were designed for racetrack use, and they were raced. They feel like it more than most other bikes that I've ridden. It is a very attack position. And very uncomfortable in traffic, just in general, no matter what your back's like. But YOLO, right? Like
at the end of the day, motorcycles
not
are
everybody
here
can
to
be a
enjoy.
fucking baller like Randy, who's 54 riding sport. Now, is he riding sport or super sport? Because he said very comfy, and I feel like
this is true.
Does Randy weigh like 90 pounds, or is he like on the opposite end of the spectrum, and he's just like, it's just I got more cushion for the pushing.
Right.
I have questions, Randy.
So I do want to kind of touch on that first question though.
Yeah.
Riding 10 years, third bike, it's an R3.
Yeah.
I feel like the way to answer that question would be, kind of like our Path to Upgrade show, which we need to do one coming up. What were the other two bikes? What type of riding do you do? And then what type of riding do you enjoy doing? Yeah. And what are your top three things you look for in a motorcycle?
Well, so clearly this person does not have an issue like
with the power,
with
right?
Power, right?
It
like,
can't be.
It's just enjoying what you're doing.
Right.
Like you could, there are so many good bikes in the low displacement world right now that it's fucking insane. Like you could have so many different types. Like we talked about the 390 Adventure,
Right.
Like you could start doing that kind of shit. You know, like you could really have some fun out there doing some stuff.
I feel like that 10-year person riding the R3. If you've been riding that long, you get how to ride.
Yeah.
And if you've been riding for 10 years, you're on the R3, then power's not really everything to you. Yeah. I would probably say a person like that should probably maybe look into something in that 650 class. The first thing that pops in my head for some reason is a Ninja 650. I don't really know why, but it's a very comfortable motorcycle. It's got what I kind of consider like the perfect power level for literally everything. You've got plenty for the highway, and the R3 has plenty for the highway, but I gotta admit that on the R3, the thing can get up to 90, right?
Yeah.
But when you get to 90 on the R3, you're fucking like going.
Yeah.
So I think maybe having a bike that could more easily get up to that speed, hold that speed. You got options for side bags and stuff like that. You got a bike that can handle side bags.
Many questions for that person.
Yeah, I know. It's honestly a super interesting situation to be in. Having ridden for 10 years.
Contact with them and find out more information about them.
That might be a good episode of Path to Upgrade.
And we can do a Path to Upgrade because I am super curious because you know my stance is like power.
Yeah.
Power is nothing. As far as like for me, my kind of thing. It's like power is nothing. It's all about the use case of the motorcycle. You can have if you use it, then it's a good bike. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. It's like,
and I would rather have an R3 and ride the balls off of it than have an R1 and like putter around. Yeah. I will argue that until I'm in the ground.
We don't know. Maybe they lost their fucking house and shit, and then during the recession, and had to get rid of a couple bikes, and now they have a cheap one. Who knows?
So let's reach out to that person and find out the details of the history because I think there's a lot to learn from.
What the fuck is going on here?
What?
Ghost is doing some ghostly shit, and
Ghost is doing ghostly shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do the Cardo giveaway, maybe?
Is that?
Let's do the Cardo giveaway.
Use your spooky words, Ghost.
Yeah. Oh, God, I showed it. All right, so guys, like we said, we are sponsored on this channel by Cardo. They make Bluetooth. They make amazing Bluetooth units. Yeah. And we get to give one away every single week, which is really awesome. So,
this is we're doing a Spirit today?
We are doing a Spirit today.
Okay. Yes. So, guys, all I need to do in chat, I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see it. You just type that word in chat.
Leash.
And if you, leash. If you, it's not case sensitive. If you just type that in chat, it'll register you to win the Cardo Spirit. And we'll let this ride for a little bit. You guys can fucking mob the shit out of chat.
Yep.
You only get one entry, so if you want to type it in a bunch of times, you can. I don't give a fuck.
So let's go through the Milo note and grab another question that we can answer while we let the Cardo, while we let the guys in the chat go nuts on this leash thing.
Let's see.
Something that we're not going to talk about for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Preferably.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, I'll talk about everything for a long time. So, there's that.
Let's see. If you two did your own long distance trip a long way around, where would you go to or from, and what would you ride? Outside of North America, greeting from Oz.
Okay, so what would we do for a long trip if we each had to decide, and what would we use to ride on it?
Yeah, I would love to do the Continental Divide.
What is that?
Well, we've talked about that. That's that. It goes right up North America.
Oh.
That's the North American one.
Okay.
Every place else is kind of iffy because the world would be crazy right now.
So what would you want to take on that trip? Is it off-road or on-road?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be. I would love to do it on a pair of T7s.
Oh, like we're both on T7s?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, fully kitted out. If ideally it'd be the World Raid editions, and we could just like.
Oh, dude, can you imagine if Yamaha sponsored something like that and gave us some cash, gave us some bikes, and just be like, hey, make a cool series?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I mean, I don't think I'm going to shock anybody in my bike choice, but I feel like as a American, after that, like I've told you guys with that episode of Live on Two Wheels we did, where like top 5 best places to ride in the U.S.
Yeah.
I felt like I literally have lived under a rock my entire life.
Yeah. But actually, it was right next to a rock, and you never went to it.
Yeah, I didn't even go to the rock. I would honestly love to figure out some kind of. It wouldn't be an outline of the U.S.,
right,
but I would just like to do some sort of like U.S. trip.
I wonder if
that hits on some high level shit.
No. So there's the perfect U.S. road trip, right? That has been designed by scientists to take you through all sorts of sites, and it kind of starts kind of southeast, and it goes up and around, and it's been scientifically proven to be the quote unquote perfect road trip across America. I always wanted to do that. I wonder if there is
a motorcycle version of it,
equivalent in another country, because I would.
Wow.
One of my favorite. I would love to see. Somebody mentioned it. Australia, New Zealand. New Zealand's the top of my bucket list for places I want to go.
Yeah,
I love. I mean, mostly because of the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, but like still,
right?
The fucking culture, the climate, the creatures, like it's all fucking crazy to me, and I want to.
So you want to go to Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
I would want to.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll this real quick.
Okay, yeah, you roll it. So I would want to circumnavigate the U.S. And hit all these cool points. I would want Heather and Oreo would have to come because I would want to be able to experience that with my wife.
Esslinger.
Oh, you're picking this person.
I told you I was gonna roll it.
Okay, cool. Hold on, let me get to
doing it. Ben Esslinger.
Oh, congrats, Ben Esslinger. Esslinger. Ben, what up? Congrats. Get in contact with Beau at chaseontwowheels.com. Yep. And he will give you the notes on what you got to do to win that Cardo.
Just screenshot your username and your little thing, and
we'll get you set up.
Page, we'll get you.
Yeah, so I would want to get a better understanding of the U.S. Yeah. I mean, as an American, I feel like I should have experiences as a motorcyclist.
We occupy so little of actual land,
yeah,
and it's crazy. I say this every time we go to the mountain. It's like there's
so much out there,
so much out there. If you go to the top of Deals Gap and you look out and you're like, I was literally an hour away from a place that was a whole ass city. I can't see anything.
So
I feel that way in the desert.
The bikes, I Multistrada V4 for something like that. I'd want to do the Multistrada V4. I'd want to have the. I think I would get more out of it if we made a video about the whole thing and did a whole production, because I've told Heather this before. Heather's my wife, you guys that don't know. I don't know if it's just me, and maybe you can let me know if you have the same feeling. When I'm in an area, I can take stuff in and I can appreciate it, but I find that I appreciate things more when I'm making videos and photos of the thing. So like if I were to go on a trip and not take any photos or any videos, I wouldn't appreciate what I got to see as much. Because I have to go through that mindset.
Clarification? Because I'm trying to understand, because most people would think quite the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm going to use the way I feel when I go to these things. All right. When I go there, I feel like I need to be present in the moment.
It helps me be present.
But the other side of that is afterwards, I'm like, I wish I had things to look back on. And like, so is there some like marriage between those two ideas that you just exist in?
All I know is that. So
do you take solace in the fact that you know you'll be able to look back on it, and that helps you enjoy the moment?
So I do love that, you know what I mean? As like after the trip. So like we went to Disney World with Heather, her sister, her husband and stuff, and I took this little Fuji camera, and I was just taking photos the whole time. It's the little Fuji X-T3.
That's our workhorse.
So I had that camera on us, and I just had it in my book bag, and I was just taking little photos here and there. But I just find that if I have a camera there, and I look at things differently when I have a camera around.
That's interesting.
And it might be because like I have a weird brain where like if I'm not doing something, I have a lot of shit going on up here and trying to figure shit out. But if I have the camera with me, what I'm having to figure out is how to appreciate something visually.
Absolutely
more.
love to unpack that, because that's fascinating to me. Because most people would have the exact opposite answer, which
I
is
know.
I feel like but the problem is I'm trying to get to that point where I am thinking of because I always regret not having photo or video of a thing that I experienced as much as I would like, because I'd like to go back and be like, I have horrible memory, and being able to like physically see something and relive it, I'm like, oh, that was awesome.
Maybe that's part of it, because I do have a pretty bad memory. Like I could probably work on it, but like I get I get almost as much enjoyment like after the fact looking at the photos as I did in the moment taking the photos. Sometimes more, honestly. Yeah. It's pretty weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's such a unique kind of viewpoint on that, man. It's like I would not expect that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now you look at Live on Two Wheels. Us learning about each other.
Yeah.
That's
never
cool.
too old to learn.
Oh my God! I just realized we haven't done the Would You Rather game.
Let's do it.
Okay, this is the time. Would you rather? Here we go. All right, here's how to play.
Okay, let me bring this up on the screen.
Right.
All right.
So this is a Ghost Would You Rather game. To be clear, we have not looked at this.
Yeah.
We don't know what this is.
Dangerous territory.
It is. So how to play. Read the two options, choose the one you'd rather have, chat about it as you see fit, scroll to the next. This isn't that hard. Well, all right. First one.
Cold as ice.
Would you rather ride in cold weather but be dry, or ride in rain but be warm?
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, man. Is this like a... All right, I know he said it's not that hard, but is this like... This is it for the rest of our life, or just in this one?
No, would you rather experience one of these situations?
I ride in the rain, but be warm. It's cathartic. The sound of the rain hitting your helmet, I like it. And I hate cold weather.
Here's the thing. If you ride in the cold but you're dry, you can still get absolutely freezing cold.
Yeah, it's just...
this is a no-brainer. This is ride in the rain but be warm. Double B. 100%.
Right. Go for it.
All right. Would you rather run out of gas far from a station, get a flat top? No, fuck you, Ghost, for asking that.
That's too soon.
Here's the thing. You don't express how to solve each problem. Yeah. I would rather...
AAA, baby!
I think I'd rather run out of gas far from a gas station because it's easier. Like it's literally
to fix this.
Okay, so even if you're by yourself, you call an Uber, right? You get a ride to a gas station.
You have to walk.
Yeah,
it's just possible. Walking to get gas.
But
you don't have to find a new tire or a plug kit. You don't have to fuck with it.
So double A?
A, all the way.
Double A, battery situation, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather have one Uber bike that costs $25,000 to $30,000, a Pikes Peak Multistrada, or have 2 to 3 bikes worth $10K each?
One bike.
Fuck.
Yeah, I would get the bike that does everything that I want it to do.
Oh my God.
And it would be you could do everything on the Pikes Peak.
Damn it.
That's just me.
I feel like my soul is being ripped in half right now.
Yeah.
Also, fuck Ghost for this question. Because he intentionally put a Pikes Peak Multi and an MT10 and a T7.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you, Ghost. This is mean.
So here's the thing, though.
I could do a whole episode on this fucking topic.
You own 2 bikes, and both barely get ridden. One gets ridden far less than the other. So realistically, this is: do you want to be a better Chase or the current Chase?
God damn it, Bo, you have a good point. I have to go. If I had a Pikes Peak,
yeah, done. A.
All right.
A.
A begrudging A. A fucking begrudging A.
Next.
God damn it.
I like this.
I don't like this game at all. Okay, would you rather only get to ride a motorcycle once a month in a year? Unlimited scooter use the whole year.
B.
We are 100% B. Are you kidding?
Yeah. B.
Once a month?
Not even a question. B.
It is not even in the realm of possibility that I wouldn't slay a scooter
and money on
daily.
making the coolest scooter you've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fucking B.
Dude, I need two-wheel experience as much as possible. I need to once a month. I would die. Okay, would you... Would you rather iron butt on a Tracer 9 GT, 1,000 miles in 24 hours, or do a tinfoil butt on a R7,
an
which is
actual
300 miles in 6 hours?
Ooh, what?
I know my answer.
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
You know why? 2 words. Do you know what the 2 words
they
are? Cruise control.
That's an absolute must.
6 hours on an R7, bruh, I would...
Yeah.
God. My back
Plus,
is hurting.
you could fit so many sandwiches on the back of in the bag.
Yeah, and if you had a modular helmet, you could just have a bag up front, grab a Sammy.
Yeah, you don't even have to stop.
Yeah,
You're just on cruise control.
Yeah,
just eating your Sammy.
That being said, we're double A, and we also both failed at trying to do A.
Yeah.
So great, let's keep this train going. Oh God, would you rather have Chase read a ghost tip every hour or relive the CBR 1000 rebuild?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm 100% A because I love
here's
ghost
the thing.
tips.
I would suffer through it. You see that look on our faces right there?
Uh-huh.
I will live in that moment for fucking ever rather than deal with this CBR one.
Yeah, so double A.
Yeah.
Double A. Thanks for playing. Woo! That was really fun.
Yeah.
I would legit be okay with doing a full show of Would You Rather. So how long did that take us? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. We did a question a minute. Ghost, you need to make 100. Wait. You need to make 90 question Would You Rather game.
God, the guy works on praise. You can't ask too much of him.
We need to create a Would You Rather game that's long. Oh, I guess if we did it a full episode, we would have the time to elaborate on each of these things. You guys let us know in the chat. Do you guys want to see... Oh, wait, what is this?
That's the... Okay, bring that up. This is the scientifically proven perfect roadmap. Perfect road
How
trip.
is this perfect? It doesn't even have Blood Mountain in it.
Yeah, because it's just a regular... And trust me, they've done the math.
How many miles is this? Do we know?
A fuck ton?
It would have to be like a 10,000 mile trip.
Yeah, something like that.
So is this like you go from here to here in one day? Or how? What is the little red dots?
That's just stops along the way.
If you guys are just listening, we're looking at the actual map of the quote unquote perfect...
Those are stops along the way, I believe, if I recall correctly. And it's not a like, oh, you got to do them in a day. No, this is just what you do. You just go from one to the other, however quicker, whatever.
Man, what a trip.
Blood is a great mountain, but like in the grand scheme...
If you're going over the entire
it's
United
a regular
States.
ass piece of road for most of the country.
Huh.
Yeah. And that's a good way to hit.
I want to know how many days it would take to do this entire thing. Also, I think it's kind of cheating that you do like you retrace your steps.
So
here.
I know there's one that does all of the state and then national parks. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this map does that.
Oh, right. Are you hitting every state for this?
I believe so.
Yeah, because you're. I mean, some of them you're just.
There's like 48 states, of course.
Yeah. You're not going to Hawaii and Alaska, obviously, but yeah, you're. I mean, you tipsy toe into some of these.
Yeah, there's one route that I saw that is like you hit every state and you hit every like all the big state and national parks that are on the way. They're like the big ticket items, and that's
honestly,
supposed to be
man,
the best road trip.
This thing looks insane.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to at least do part of this before I'm in the ground. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I cannot. Doing it on a bike would be rough, though.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Like, okay, so let's play the game of like, I'm a single man, got no animals, no lady, no nothing.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of savings. I'd be hard.
You're at the end of a lease of an apartment.
Yeah.
You can sell all your shit.
It'd be a hard press to not make me go like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go get a tent and I'll just do this forever.
Yeah, see, I would love to say that.
What? God, what was that? I have no idea what.
Oh, wait, we have to do smart stuff. Okay, yeah, we got to go smart. We can talk about that.
Jesus
Miles
Christ.
lots. Okay, let's go to smart answers only. This is a segment where typically I ask questions and on the community page, and the smart guys answer them. But I was on a riff.
But Chase keeps forgetting.
I was on a roof all week. I have an excuse this week. Look, if you need proof, look at this. White, red. We were both on a roof.
No, I was at Moto America. God damn, I am pale.
You are pale. Okay, so Smarbore, big fan. If there was to be a series on how customizable motorcycles can be, would the WBR team be willing to do a ruckus?
Yes.
The answer, we here at Smart feel this would be our best place to shine. No sponsors and no gimmicks, just us figuring it out. Because the world needs a 250cc two-stroke slammed ruckus. Dang it.
Yes.
Amen to that, brethren.
Yes, sir.
This is you, bud.
Okay, Sizzle. Would you ever do a show with all the members of the team? Like Brian, Luke, Brian, and Trey. That would Ghost be there? Or is he just a made-up person to blame when you don't have the show ready? Hey, what about us? Don't forget that they have more team members, although you've already seen us. Huh?
That is so. So giving shit for the smart guys not being there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if we could figure out all that up. Oh wait, this isn't us answering. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, this is unknown. P.S. If you two did your own long distance trip along,
that's the one that I asked out loud. So that's cool.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, not never mind.
Tat to
tet to tet.
Fiddle around in Africa. Go along the stands. I don't know where any of these places are.
Like
the issue is Russia and China. Maybe hit up Australia instead, but we have to do it Mongol rally style.
I feel like this entire answer was just made up words.
I think this entire answer was made for me to not be able to speak correctly.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Hey, if not Trey, met real Trey and didn't get a selfie, would that warrant another meet and win? Spoiler alert, the Treys met.
The Treys met?
Yeah, not Trey and Trey met.
Not Trey and Trey actually met?
Yeah, physical, yep.
Oh my gosh.
The smart answer. You know what happens when matter and antimatter meet? I feel like it go the same way. Also, if Trey and not Trey both go to SmartCon. ... Yeah, at Moto America. Ianto came up and said hello.
Trey and not Trey met. I can't believe this.
It was the meeting of the Treys.
The only smart answer is St. Louis to Chattanooga because we measure in freedom units. Jesus Christ. Goonie and Randrew together forever with their smart lids. Smart helmet, excuse me.
Oh. Ha!
This is scary.
Yeah, it's Ghost.
This is scary.
That's good.
I do like it, but I am scared of it.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do a clip where we make Ghost's head not be there? I just thought of a way to do that. Ghost, we need to have you in the shop so we can film a few select pieces for camera. Okay, hold on. We'll talk about it later. I'm so excited. SmartCon 2022, Nashville, Tennessee, date August 26th through 28th. If you guys didn't know, this is a real thing. 100% a real thing. More information. We will relay any information that is necessary for SmartCon. And that is the end of Smart Answers Only. Okay, we got to get to Discord. We got 3 minutes. This is a lot. Where is Discord? It's here.
I don't know, but you guys are fighting over it pretty hard.
Woo! Okay, we're in Discord. Here we go. Andy Goonie coming in strong. Bro, this grass is sketch. Wrong way, numb nuts. This is going to be... Oh, wait, that's me in the background on the CRF. Well, fuck. This is... Beau, I expect you to ride the Pan Am like this. Let me just go ahead and let you know. Smart on ADV Fest. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're infecting.
All right, moving on. Ghost, that clip is hilarious. Me missing last week's episode to help a friend. Also me. The Will Smith slap meme. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Buttercurl. Oh, I remember this meme. Me super stoked to start my new career at my local Harley dealer. Yeah, there you go. Nice job. What Beau looks like in real life. How he's described on his bio for the website.
Me and the guy, me and Mukau.
Oh my God.
We had a conversation.
Uh-huh.
And we were talking about the website and stuff. And I was like, hey, don't change the bio for me.
I have to go read the bio now.
You haven't read it?
I haven't read it. Should I read it right now?
Let me. I'm gonna. Okay. We'll start going through these. And
Okay, I'll keep going. Next up, Chase thinking Quick Shifter is all about him. Beau just trying to be included. I love that so much. Oh my god. Oh, this is controversial. So it's the guy looking at the other girl with his girlfriend meme, and it's I'm the guy. The T7 is the girlfriend, and the Tenere 900 is the other girl. That's a little too new.
Here is my bio.
Okay.
Beau? Who the heck is Beau? All that and more will be answered on the next episode of WPRG. But when you have to fill space, you're going to have to write something. Beau is a direct descendant of a rare breed of Bigfoot species known to Georgia. Sightings of Beau are rare. Beau has a doctorate in astrophysics and spends his weekend flies fishing. And that's why now does that fucking make sense?
I love that so much. Yeah. Next meme, Chase trying to keep everyone from thinking they're paid by Yamaha. Bruh,
it's hard when they keep making good ass bikes.
I don't want to say I wish I was paid by Yamaha because I like being able to talk about all bikes, but damn, they do be making some good bikes though. When Beau isn't included, yeah. Grumpy Beau face, not Grumpy Cat.
With a reflection of
reflection of my face, of course.
That's intense.
Butter Carl came in strong. Chase about to spill the beans. Beau keeping it a secret. Live on Two Wheels. In a nutshell.
Great here. You're getting some. You're getting extra for me.
I love.
No, that's it. I'm giving you a lot of love, bud.
Yeah, hold on. I love that.
That's fucking amazing.
You get a Chase reaction. That's pretty great.
That's amazing.
Okay, fam. This was not smart. Boo. Watch out for that pebble. Man, I'm better than that. I love that this is Ghost now.
Yeah.
Just this guy without a head. This is fantastic.
It's amazing.
What's up, Boomer?
I told you I accidentally zoomed in on myself.
Oh my god. This is great. Osmosis Jones on Two Wheels.
Oh my god, look at the reactions, dude.
Oh, small bore with the deep cut again, and then Ghost right back at it. There's a U inside your nose, inside your Bucky costume that's controlling the actual U.
That's pretty fair.
Oh
I knew as soon as
God.
I zoomed in, I was fucked.
That's hilarious. Old Toby, the finest weed in South Farthing. You would be such a great hobbit.
I look like a dwarf is what I really look like.
That's true. You would be a better... Oh my God. It just...
Boger.
Bro, Small Bore's about to come out with 2 wins in a week. Boger?
I love using my name for other names. I had a vanity plate that said boner, but it was spelled D-A-U on my whole 200SX.
Oh God.
It's a hard call, but like
I mean,
Ghost got the most. Ghost is with the most. All right, Ghost, our resident Ghost wins. Yeah, bro.
He has to.
That's good. The fucking
that's hilarious.
Live on Two Wheels to Osmosis Jones on Two Wheels is fucking amazing. He updated the title. Like, I gotta give you that font. It's hilarious.
Oh Jesus. I love the idea that if somebody does something funny on the Discord.
Oh, nobody is safe.
Well, the thing is that, like, if you do something funny on the Discord, I love that it goes from level 1, which is the original idea, and it just goes like level 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you not see the amazing bit of art that Yanto put for version 3 of? Okay, go into the regular Live on Two Wheels. Scroll up. Keep scrolling. You'll know it when you see it.
Oh my good God.
That was you posted a picture that Ghost made, which was just our 2 faces, and then they just kept adding to it.
That's so damn
This
funny
is what
to me.
happens on our Discord. It's amazing.
Yeah, so great. Okay, so guys, that is it for today's episode. Ghost, if you'll get in contact with Beau and we can get you a Revzilla gift card, that would be great.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness, that was so fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay,
That's a good way to end the week, dude. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's actually Friday. We get to leave here and go home.
I want this week to be done so fucking fast.
Yeah, I know. Next week is going to be so chill.
I cannot wait to share all of the news.
I know.
All of it.
Is it too much to say we should do Path to Upgrade for that R3 person?
100%. We got to get in touch with them.
Okay.
The second one, right?
The 10-year 3.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, 10 years, R3, third bike, like so much history there. Like what has happened, and then how can they get to a multi-strata Pikes Peak?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's Live on Ontwowheels. Thank you guys so much for watching live if you were here. And if you're watching after the fact, thanks for the support. Make sure to go check out Live on Ontwowheels over on YouTube and give us some comments. Drop a comment over on Apple Podcasts so I can read it. Here. Yeah, it is hot in here. All right, guys, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye. What if I did that in real life, though?
Just fucking ass against the microphone and just rip them. Okay, bye, guys.